being here in attendance today at the Tamarack. I'd like to thank a few special dignitaries in the crowd today. Before we get started to this very special event that we have, Cabinet Secretary for the West Virginia Department of Transportation and Commissioners of Highway, Mr. Bird White. Deputy Secretary for the West Virginia Department of Transportation and Deputy Commissioner of Highways, Mr. Jimmy Riston. Cabinet Secretary for the West Virginia Department of Environmental Protection, Mr. Austin Caperton. Executive Director of the Tamarack, Ms. Tammy Kaufman. West Virginia Parkways Authority member, Mr. Doug Epley. We also have with us members of our legislature, Senators Roberts and Senators Klein, Delegate Fast and Delegate Mr. Tony I see here. So thank you so much for being in attendance. My name is Jeff Miller. I'm Executive Director of the West Virginia Parkways Authority. There's some very important people that played a great role in making this happen today, and I'd like to take a moment and thank them. All the employees of the West Virginia Parkways Authority, particularly our sign shop supervisor, Mr. Colton Radcliffe, who's responsible for fabrication of these signs and installation of these signs today, and also Les Ball, Director of Maintenance. Jennifer Dooley and Randy Dameron of the West Virginia Department of Transportation, Communications, and PR Department, and all the employees of Tamarack. Thank you so much for this event, for making this happen. At this time, it is my privilege and an honor to introduce to you Cabinet Secretary for the West Virginia Department of Veterans Assistance, Mr. Dennis Davis.
Thank you very much. Good afternoon, everybody. Isn't this a wonderful day today? Absolutely gorgeous. And I thank each and every one of you for being here, because this is a wonderful occasion. And I'm glad I had the opportunity to be a part of this. Well, you know, I'm reminded of the time since I've been on Team Justice that I've called upon the governor, or the governor has called upon the department. And I must say that every time we get together, governors, good things happen. And I'm reminded of the veterans legislation. We tried so hard and pulled for years to get that. And we couldn't get it across the finish line. Governor, you did it for us. I'm reminded of the 3 new offices last year we opened with your support and blessing, and we're grateful for that. And by the way, we have 2 more we opened this month, one in Logan and one in Parkersburg. So we want to thank you for that as well. Governor, we got 12 more vans last week to go with the 13 you gave us last year. Thank you again for your blessing. And for the first time, Governor, in the history of the state, West Virginia veterans received over $2 billion in cash and medical support, loans to build their homes and education in West Virginia. $2 billion. And Governor, that has a lot to do with the support that you've given us to help us grow the program. You said serve veterans, and that's what a lot of has been going on. And of course, without any doubt, some of you have heard the governor is going to provide grants for all the veteran organizations, the Post, VFW, Marine Corps League, Veterans of Foreign Wars, all across the state. And that's in the pipeline right now. And his Deputy Chief of Staff, Ann Erling, is working on that. And I've had the opportunity to work closely with that. Governor, thank you again. As I said, good things continue to happen when I get together with you. And of course, they were here with the Gold Star mothers and Gold Star families. And you must admit, aren't they a beautiful organization and a beautiful group of people? As many of you know, each has lost a loved one due to military service, but they have worked tirelessly on behalf of not only themselves, but for other families and other Gold Star mothers in the state. And we're forever in their debt. But today, I want to introduce to you someone who really needs no introduction. And that is our very own precious Mr. Woody Williams, who is instrumental in what we're in getting this road designated Gold Star Families Memorial Highway. Woody is a pusher, And he's pushed me several times, including on this one here. And if any of you know Woody, when Woody decides that something's going to be done, he gets things done. And he's known for that. And I value him as a friend, as a colleague, as someone I've had the opportunity to work with. I feel blessed to know him, as I'm sure many of you do. Well, I'm going to have him come to the podium now. And ladies and gentlemen, I want you to meet one of the most valuable and wonderful people I think we have here today and in the state of West Virginia, our very own Woody Williams, Medal of Honor recipient here in West Virginia. Woody, please come forward.
Governor, and thank you, Mr. Secretary, Randy, Commissioner of Highways, and all those who had some part in making this day possible. But we're not here about us. We're here about them. So would everyone in the group, or anyone in the group, who lost a relative of any degree, at any relationship, in the armed forces of our country, any time in our history, would you please just stand, because you are the Gold Star families of West Virginia. Look at that, folks. Thank you for being here. Thank you very much. I'm real thrilled that the governor has approved this sign to put on this highway that have no idea, somebody has a count, I'm sure, of how many automobiles traverse this highway every day. And there are going to be untold numbers of individuals who are going to see this sign and perhaps realize for the first time there is a group of people who sacrifice one of their own for all of us. Gold Star families are not too well known around our country. But in 2013, in this great state of West Virginia, our home state, they erected the very first Gold Star Family Memorial Monument in the great United States of America. And they did it to honor those 11,474 or 77 names, individuals who sacrificed their lives from West Virginia from World War I on. We had never done anything in our state to actually pay tribute and honor to those families. We have done a terrific job, I think, in recognizing and paying tribute and honor to veterans for their service. Just look at our memorial on the Capitol grounds. And many other places in many other cities where veterans memorials have been erected. But nothing had been done for the families of those who never got to come home. When we did the one in 2013, we really thought we were done. We had recognized our own for the very first time. Let others do whatever they want to do. But it got on the internet, and the son of a father who sacrificed his life in Vietnam at Valley Forge, Pennsylvania, one of the icon historical places of our country, said we must have one of those in our community. And he formed a committee and raised the funds and got it done. Then it began to gather momentum. Today, on the Capitol grounds of Kentucky, 2 days ago, we dedicated the 69th Gold Star Family Memorial Monument from all over America, from Hawaii to California, New York to Florida, and all the states in between. And I have to brag on West Virginia. I got it. Right now, we already have seven memorials in various cities. I could name them, but I won't. I'll just name a couple. Vienna and Parkersburg. Well, maybe I should name Barboursville. It's just 5 miles from my house. but 7 of those. And there's 5 more in process right now in other cities in West Virginia. But the main one is on our Capitol grounds. And we kind of keep this a secret, but it is twice the size of anybody else's in the country. We're not advertising that. We are first, we need to be first. But it's already there, right now. And the plan, I think, is, and things keep changing around, of course, but I think the plan is, Governor, that on the birthday of West Virginia 2021, we will have a ceremony. We're praying that this virus thing will be over, we'll be back to somewhat of a normal situation, and we can have the greatest dedication of a memorial that's ever happened in West Virginia. Wouldn't that be great? Right now, 48 states of our America have erected 1 or more Gold Star Family Memorial Monuments in their communities, in their states. Only South Dakota and Montana are the only 2 states that have not fulfilled their obligation of recognizing the families in their states. But we are going to get them. We're going to get them. Thank you very much for enabling me to be here and be a part of this great, great day. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much, Woody. I do want to point out that 54 miles of our turnpike will bear this sign from mile marker 39 northbound to mile marker 93 southbound. So that's very, very special for us, and we're very honored to be able to do that. At this time, it's also my honor and my privilege to introduce to you the Governor of the great state of West Virginia, the Honorable Mr. James C. Justice II. Thank you.
Well, you know, when it really boils right down to it, I always speak from my heart. I always try to tell you the truth. You know, to say that it's an honor to be your governor is an understatement. To say that it's an honor to be here with these beautiful ladies, you know, with our great secretary, our great young man that Jeff that I have known all my life, and an incredible icon that speaks so eloquently it's unbelievable. You know, I'm beginning to think that he's getting younger rather than older, because it is amazing beyond belief. But when you just think about this and you just step back, our great secretary, Dennis, you know, and I always refer to him as Dennis because Dennis is a friend, and I would expect him to refer to me, even though he's kind and he says Governor, but I would just as soon be Jim. You see, he got up and read all the different things that we've been able to accomplish over the last few years, and so many of them, you know, had been long, long, long overdue. And at the end of the day, they're numerous, and we could all take so much credit, whether they be our legislatures or they be, you know, our secretaries or you know, whether it be all the other secretaries that are out here or myself. But really and truly, should any of us take an ounce of credit? And that answer is really no. At the end of the day, and I have said it and said it and said it, we owe everything we have to all those that have come through in every way, especially these great Gold Star moms. You know, all those that have paid a price for us to have every single thing we have. Everything. Everything. They always ask so little and have given so much, and I say it over and over and over. And for those of you that have just missed me saying this before, just listen to me just a second. I was at Barbersville with all the vets, and I was there and I asked them, I said, and it just so happened we were in session, I said, what is the very one thing that you want the most? And at that time, there was a guy that got up and he said, we'd like our retirement to be exempt. I'm right in this, aren't I? And I had no clue what that would entail or what that would cost. Now just imagine this. These people, you, have given everything, everything. The state budget is $4.5 billion. $4.5 billion. I said to the gentleman, I said, does anybody here have any idea what it would cost the state to do that? And this same guy said, you know, Governor, I'm not sure, but I think it's somewhere between 2.7 and $3.2 million. Now, do you know what that is of the state budget? That is such a minute fraction that it's a grain of sand. A grain of sand that this gentleman is asking for the people that have given everything. You know, it's the same all the time. What this wonderful man, Woody Williams, has done for the state of West Virginia, and for each and every one of us, it's unparalleled. But it goes on and on and on and on. So for me to be all in, it's nothing. That's all there is to it. It's just nothing. It's what I ought to be doing. And so from the standpoint of, you know, whether it be Woody's persistence or it be Dennis's persistence or whomever it may be, to do things like the recognition that we're going to be able to do right here, you know, for that 54 miles, is that correct? And maybe, just maybe, as those that come behind us for years and years and years and years will absolutely never forget, and they'll always step up. There's a lot more that we can do. There's a lot more that we should do. But I can promise you to God above just this. My words are sincere. I've never been a politician. I don't want to be a politician. If you don't buy my words are sincere, I don't care. Because at the end of the day, I know. You know, my dad was an Air Force pilot, an Air Force captain in World War II. My dad used to say to me all the time, when I would say to him, I'd say, well, Dad, you know, you're doing something and everything. Don't you want someone to know what you did? He said, son, if I know and the good Lord above knows, that's all I need to know. And really and truly, that's exactly how he lived his life. I would hope that I could live my life just a fraction of the way he lived his. I miss him so much, it's unbelievable, and I owe him everything. I ask him nonstop things about his service and everything. He never told me anything. It's just, and it's the same all the time. You know, these people gosh, you just can't fathom. You just can't fathom what they've given us. And yet, we go through life so often, and let's be brutally honest, we go through life so often taking their service for granted. It's not fair. It's not right. So today again, I've had the opportunity to hear this incredible gentleman speak. I've had the opportunity to be with these great moms. I've had the opportunity to sit here as your governor while we're putting this sign up, and whether you can buy this or not, every time I go by for the rest of all of my life, and with my grandkids and great-grandkids, I'll be telling them, I was the governor when we put that sign up. Now, so, do we have anything else to talk about here today? I know I've got one thing that I want to do, but I think we've got a little kind of present or what, got it on the way. But Mr. Williams, we know that just in a couple of days is another birthday. And so we have a gigantic cake for you, and I want everybody here. We're going to celebrate his birthday a few days early and everything, but not many days. Is that right? 2 days early. And I want us all to sing happy birthday to this incredible hero of our country in every way. So I'll start off. Happy birthday to you. Come on now, you guys can sing louder than that. Happy birthday, dear Woody. Happy birthday to you. Hurrah! Good job. Great job. Thank y'all so much. Okay, now come over here. You can do something with the cake anyway. Now, I'm good on cakes. Wow. What does it say here? It says, happy birthday, Woody Williams. All right. Now, we don't have candles because we don't want you to blow all over and everything, but you can just do this. And then we're going to have them cut it, okay? Served inside. Okay. So you got...
I can't believe that 97 years have gone by. I can't believe that 97 years ago, on October the 2nd, 1923, my mother had the 11th child. That was me. And they didn't think I was going to survive because I only weighed 3 pounds. But apparently God had a purpose of giving me life and letting me keep it. And I think He's done that many times in my life. I've had so many miracles. It's unbelievable. So thank you all for being here and for those. Well, I want to say, don't try to make your life singing. Thank you.
I agree.